If you're the Edmonton Oilers, it's time to wake up. You got McJesus on a very team-friendly salary. You've extended the window. You're on now year 3 of Chris Knobloch. You should know what to expect. And the season has been a bit of a disaster, epitomized by tonight's loss against the St. Louis Blues. The St. Louis Blues were on a 7-game losing streak, but given how this video is preempted, you can probably guess how things went tonight. Connor McDavid would help get the scoring started off with a minute and a half remaining in the first. He found Jack Roslovic from behind the goal line. That was his 1100th NHL point. Congratulations. He is the 4th fastest to hit 1100 points in NHL history, trailing only Bossy, Lemieux, and Gretz. The NHL actually put out a pretty crazy graphic. After his first 200 points, he hit every next 100-point milestone in 67 games or fewer. 110 points in just 726 games played is obviously absurd. McDavid would grab an additional assist 2 minutes into the second as he finds Nuge, who finds Andrew Mangiapane, who gets his 4th of the season. However, by the end of the second, St. Louis had clawed back. Starts off with McDavid getting called on, to be honest, a somewhat soft dive, but when you get your stick by someone's skates, there's always the potential. St. Louis would grab 1 on the PP, then Robert Thomas with his 2nd of the year. Honestly, a nice setup by St. Louis, not on the goal, but finding the puck to Snuggerud, who misses. The puck bounces out to Thomas, who puts it off the bar, off Calvin Pickard, who's in net tonight, then in. However, the goal everyone I think will be talking about was the eventual game winner, because this one did not make it to overtime. The puck comes in from the point. Suter, who was absolutely snake-bitten tonight, had 2 or 3 good scoring chances, puts it in as Bouchard is standing right there. You know, the commentators themselves on Sportsnet said it. You're in a good position, that's one thing, but you're doing absolutely nothing to actually affect the play. Suter meets no resistance. He grabs the rebound, puts it in. That's just not good enough. Bouchard has been often a defensive liability, and it's putting the Oilers in an early hole this season. You know, I'm not going to say his offense isn't where it needs to be. He does have 9 points, but the scoring, he's going to need to be putting in more than 2 goals if he wants to contribute. But I mean, look at the play. The Blues player is in front of the net, and if anything, he backs off and gives him space. I don't understand what was going through his mind there. I really don't. I mean, at the very least, you can't let a guy stand in front of your goalie. You have to engage him, especially when the puck comes. It's just weird. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours on all this and more, including McJesus's 1100 points down below.